Want to welcome you back to WPCC Sports Radio 1410 and the Scott King Show. Coach, it was a tough 21-14 loss last Friday night to Newberry. Kind of got behind early and played from behind all night.
Yeah, we gave up a big play on, I think, the third play. It wasn't the third play, it was the second play. We gave up a big run, 45, 46 yards. They went up 7-0 and played real well on defense. Other than that, save for two big plays in the second half.
And Coach, you did. After that first drive, they only got 16 yards in the rest of the first half, and you shut them out in the third quarter. And like you say, then you did give up we dropped a punt. They picked it up and returned it to about the 16-yard line, and then they ended up throwing a 32-yard TD pass over in the corner on 3rd and 23. And we had somebody there, we just didn't make the play.
Well, you got to make a play. When it's time, you make a play. They had, like you said, the big play. We dropped the punt. They returned it. We did a good job chasing them down, tackling them. Defense put them in 3rd and 23, which is what you want your defense to do, and they make a big play. We didn't.
And like I say, Coach, you had somebody in position right there. It just didn't happen. You turn around, they throw a big 50-yard pass in the next drive, get it down, and on the next play they score on an 11-yard run, and the 50-yard pass was the same way. You had the guy sandwiched, had somebody in front, somebody behind him, and you just didn't make a play.
It comes down to just that. You got to make a play when you have the opportunity. We had two guys there. They didn't. They need to make them this week for us to be successful.
But Coach, you're down 21-6 right there, and your team makes a great effort. Neil Lee hits a couple of big passes, gets you down the field. Keon Brown hit big 35-yard catch between two defenders where he actually got called. They actually got called for pass interference. He caught the ball about the 7 and went on in for the touchdown anyway. Really big play there by Keon Brown.
Well, the whole drive was good. Being able to operate that quickly, make a few good throws, throw one to the sideline, throw a screen to Vod, and he makes a big play. Then we hit the 2 and go to Keon, and Neil makes an excellent throw, and Keon makes an even better catch. And it worked out well.
And then they have a penalty. You get the ball 1st and 1.5 for the extra point. You get stuffed pretty good right there at the hole you're going to, but Levodric just keeps pushing, and he finally gets himself into the end zone.
Yeah, he did a good job pushing his legs right there.
And Coach, then you try the onside kick, and Ann Henley has to come out and make that attempt, and it just didn't go the required 10 yards, and that kind of sealed your fate.
Well, we hadn't practiced Anthony a whole lot. Truett Burns got hurt in the first quarter and went out, and that left us in a spot right there. You go out there, give you your best shot, and see how it goes. We've been practicing some more of them this week. So.
Well, that's good. And like I say, it was a pretty good half. You had a 100-yard rusher. You had 140 yards passing. You mixed it up pretty good there in the end. When you had to pass, you were able to complete about 50% of your passes and made some good pickups.
Well, to be able to operate there quickly at the end is good, but we don't want to be in that situation anymore.
Well, we understand that that's not where you want to be, but all in all, not the best effort, but it was a pretty good one, and you at least kept yourself in the ball game and gave yourself a chance. You fall in your opener to Newberry 21-14, and we'll be back right after these messages on Sports Radio 1410 to talk about this week's game. Okay, welcome back to the Scott King Show. Now we're going to focus on the Woodruff Wolverines, Coach. They came up with a big 51-28 win last week over Greenville, another 3A school. Their quarterback, number 13, Ryan Perkins, threw for 294 yards and 6 touchdowns. Pretty big night for him.
Yeah, they were running open quite a bit at times. 6 touchdown passes. We'll take that for a year.
There you go.
He got it in one game.
And Coach, they got out to a really quick start. One of the first plays from scrimmage, they end up with a safety and go on to end the first quarter up 30-7, and pretty much seal Greenwood's fate quick.
Well, it was quick too. It was Greenville scored 1 touchdown, I think, in the first quarter. After that, it was pretty much Woodruff had their way with them.
And they had a great game by their sophomore wide receiver Blake Bone. He had 5 catches, 3 scores, and 146 yards receiving. Not a bad night for the young guy.
And he's not even close to their best receiver. Armandre Rutledge is.
and Rutledge was a little more quiet in this ball game than normal. But he is, like I said, he is one of their outstanding players. It didn't have to do a whole lot. Everybody else kind of shined. Shun Tribble, who is also their great big senior running back, rushed for over 2,000 yards last year. Didn't do a whole lot as far as his stats go to have won by such a big score.
Well, he didn't have to do a whole lot. Greenville played a man-to-man all night, and they beat them deep, beat them wherever they wanted to beat them. So they didn't really have to run him a whole lot.
So he's going to be fresh and ready to give a good shot at us, I feel sure. And then the man that everybody talks about, already committed to Clemson, Javarius Lehman, offensive and defensive tackle, and he is a big one.
Yeah, he's left tackle. Hopefully we got the ball long enough to wear him down on defense, and maybe he won't block quite as good.
Coach, he is a good one, and
yeah, we've seen them. They pretty much put it in the end zone. Hopefully, we can get a chance to return it and make a big play happen.
All right, Coach. Well, with the Wolverines coming to town, this is always a big rivalry game, and we've had away with them for a while. In the last couple of years, it's gotten real close, and this game is going to be no different. Hopefully, this is going to be able to keep it close and pull one out at the end.
Yeah, Coach Lane and his staff are doing a fantastic job up there. They play a different style of football, but they play the same kind of football that they play it right. They play hard, and same things we try to do.
All right, Coach. Well, we want to thank you for stopping by and talking with us, and we look forward to seeing you here again next week on Sports Radio 1410.